Alright, so just yesterday, we got the Zombies reveal trailer for Black Ops 6's Terminus Island, and we also got about 18 minutes of raw gameplay from this map, and I've got to say, first impressions, I'm hyped for Black Ops 6 Zombies. It looks so good. It looks like basically what I've been asking for since Black Ops Cold War. There is a lot to unpack with both the gameplay reveal trailer, the raw gameplay itself, and also a bunch of details that we've had confirmed outside of both of those. So I'm not going to be covering literally everything today. I'm going to be covering sort of the key things that I think are the most important, hopefully in a concise manner as well. I don't want this video to be like a 20-minute essay on things. I kind of just want to give you guys the information as quick as possible. So first off, I'm going to talk a little bit about my impressions of the gameplay trailer and the gameplay itself. The first thing I picked up on, to be honest, while watching both of these is Terminus Island seems enormous. Like, it seems like this is going to be the biggest round-based zombies map we've ever had in the history of zombies. Like, it looks insanely big. I mean, just for reference, there is a boat you can use in this map to sort of traverse different parts of the map. Like, you've got the main prison island itself with like an underground section, and it looks like from the underground section where Pack-a-Punch is and where a few of the things are, like the new perk Melee Macchiato, which we'll talk a little bit about later. But in that underground section, you can actually get in a boat and basically just traverse the island, or even go outside of the island, and I think there's like a crashed boat or a crashed ship or something you can explore as well. Like, there's just lots of other things beyond the island which you can explore, which is really cool. Now, the idea of having a boat to traverse the island, you know, kind of like a Warzone gameplay aspect coming into zombies, the idea of that I'd be against, but considering the size of Terminus Island, from what I can gather, I think just running around all the time would get incredibly boring, and it would also take a lot of time, so I like the idea of this. Also in the gameplay, they show off the Wonder Weapon, which looks like some kind of energy beam weapon. I think there might even be variants of the energy weapon as well, or maybe there's different Wonder Weapons, I'm not too sure. They also show off gameplay of Melee Macchiato, which is basically just a melee perk. I know, right? Who would have guessed that? It kind of reminds me of the when you're doing the Easter egg for Origins, you've got that kind of Thunder Fist ability. It's basically that in a perk, from what I can gather. And I don't know if they're going to be doing the tier 1 to 5 stuff with the perks like in Cold War, so maybe there's a lot more to it than that, but that's from what I can gather so far. One other thing that I picked up from the gameplay as well is that the Pack-a-Punch system isn't like it used to be, and I don't know if there's some kind of rarity system in this game as well. It's kind of weird. So the guy walks up to the Pack-a-Punch machine with a regular gun, Pack-a-Punches it, and it gives off this like green Pack-a-Punch camo, which by the way looks really nice. And then he Pack-a-Punches it again, and it goes from green to gold. So maybe this is something to do with the rarity of the weapon. Maybe rarity isn't even in the game. I don't know. I just thought it was worth mentioning. Maybe there's, you know, you guys can give some insight in the comments. Like I say, they showed off the omnidirectional movement for zombies as well, and it looks like a lot of fun. I mean, this is a controversial topic for multiplayer because of, you know, movement demons in the Modern Warfare series. How is that going to translate to Black Ops? We don't really know, but at least for the zombies, it looks like a positive thing. Like, you know, there's not going to be any movement demons in zombies, is there? And I've just got to say as well, with Terminus Island, I love the vibe and the aesthetic of the map and the tone of the map. It's nailed perfectly. I mean, it's not the kind of scary horror experience that you get in Verrucked or Mob of the Dead, for example. But one thing that I noticed as well in the raw gameplay is how, if you guys remember in the story trailer, this is an outbreak happening live. So obviously the island was inhabited by whoever's captured our guys, and then the zombie outbreak has basically happened live as of us getting broken out, and that translates to the game as well. So you'll buy doors and there will be bodyguards standing there who get jumped by zombies, and they'll get bitten, and they even turn to zombies, or either that or there's dead people on the floor and the zombies are eating their flesh. Like, it's really fucking cool. It's just little details like that that just really immerse you into the experience. Like, you're not just walking around an empty island with zombies there. Like, there's actual people who are being caught by the zombies as this outbreak is happening. Like, it's really cool. And one more thing from the actual reveal trailer that we saw as well, we got actual gameplay of Liberty Falls, which, if you guys don't know what Liberty Falls is, that is the second map for Black Ops 6 Zombies coming at launch. They show a little bit of gameplay. When I say gameplay, I mean like 1 or 2 frames, and they confirm that we'll be seeing live gameplay of Liberty Falls at Call of Duty Next, which will be happening August 28th, so around about 3 weeks from now, I think. And I'm personally not sure what Liberty Falls is supposed to be. I don't know if this is going to be a Black Black Ops 3 situation where we have Shadows of Evil, which is kind of like the complex main map, kind of like Terminus Island. And then Liberty Falls is going to be kind of like the Giant, where it's like a small scale, like just more fun experience. Or maybe they're going to be 2 fully fledged maps. I'm not too sure, but all I know is that Terminus Island seems enormous. It seems expansive. It's, wow, Treyarch have cooked. Like, genuinely, my reaction to this, it looks fantastic. I cannot wait to play this map. And I think the best way I can describe Black Ops 6 Zombies so far is that it seems like a solid evolution of what Cold War Zombies was. It carries a lot of what Cold War Zombies did, which, you know, you may like or dislike, and it brings a lot of stuff from the old games and also a lot of new things as well that I think are net positive. So one thing that I actually really like, this is similar to the multiplayer side of Black Ops 6. You can actually customize the HUD in Black Ops 6 Zombies. I can't remember if you could in Cold War or not, but there's actually a preset set option in this as well. So here's the default HUD we've got for Black Ops 6 Zombies. You see the mini-map at the top left. We've got emotes and sprays coming back in Black Ops 6, so hopefully I can flip people off in Warzone. In the bottom left there, we've actually got armor in Zombies, which I don't know how I feel about, to be honest, but we'll leave that. We've got perks in the bottom middle. We've got our ammo and our field arrays, everything in the bottom right, and then our gobblegums as well. And this screenshot here is called the Black Ops 3 Legacy preset, and as you can see, it's very similar to the Black Ops 3 layout. You know, you've got your ammo and stuff and your gobblegums in the bottom right. You've got your specialists and your lethal and tactical in the middle, which isn't where they were in Black Ops 3, but whatever. You've also got your perks in like the middle far left, and then your rounds in the bottom left. Like, it's not one-to-one to Black Ops 3. I was kind of hoping it would be when I first heard about this, but I like the option to customize the HUD. That's just a plus. I think that's a great idea. And there's a few other things that I'm reading from Charlie Intel's Twitter here. For example, the lethal equipment in Black Ops 6, it's going to be very similar to Black Ops Cold War with the salvage system, and you can craft your lethals, your tacticals. No mention of kill streaks or field upgrade or anything like that. I don't really know, but they talk about lethal equipment anyway. And one thing as well is that you can only have 3 self revives, I think, per match in Black Ops 6 Zombies, to kind of make it a little less easy, because Cold War was pretty easy, to be honest. One thing I'm reading from Charlie Intel's Twitter as well is that they're going to be talking about Warzone at Call of Duty next, which I think a lot of people expected, because the past 2 years they've always talked about Warzone. So it's quite exciting to see how that's going to fit into Warzone. Omnidirectional movement, maybe. And one thing that they talk about as well is to do with the Easter egg quest in Black Ops 6 Zombies. So they have 2 options for this. The first one is the standard, so as you imagine you do an Easter egg, you have to find everything yourself kind of thing. And they have a second option called the guided main quest. Now, the reason they said that they had this is because Treyarch were actually disappointed in how little people were completing the main quest in round-based zombies, which I can understand why. So they've added this guided main quest option where it basically guides you to complete the Easter egg in-game. Now, a few caveats to this. The first one is that this only launches a few weeks after the standard version of whatever map it is, and you also get an exclusive calling card for completing it the standard way within that few week time period before guided comes out. So you get a reward for doing it in standard before guided comes out, which I really like that. And I suppose this is a good thing for the people who maybe want to get into zombies but don't want to, you know, look up YouTube videos of Reddit guides and all that shit. I mean, for me personally, I'd just say, why would you not just go on a Reddit guide? Like, I literally, even to this day, when I'm completing Easter eggs I don't know, I'll just go on Reddit, just find a guide and just follow that. I mean, I suppose it's easier that it's in game. And what I really like about this Black Ops 6 Zombies as well is the quality of life thing. So this could be the final thing that I talk about today. There's a few quality of life things here. The first one is the disconnecting. So if you get disconnected from a match, you'll be able to rejoin the match basically at the point that you disconnected. This is mainly for solo players. If you disconnect from the servers, it will actually rejoin you pretty close to where you left off, and you can just carry on. So yeah, if the servers go down and they fuck you over, you can go back, which is great. If you have friends who are currently in a match and they have space in their game, you can just join in the middle of the match, and if you disconnect during a match, you can also just rejoin as well, which is a great thing. I can't believe this hasn't been a thing for the past like 10 years of COD, but whatever. And there's also a thing called the Zombies build, which basically think of this as Black Ops 3 system for zombies, where you can pre-save attachment setups for weapons in zombies. So if you guys remember in Black Ops 3, say the KM44 for example, you could slap on 5 attachments, and if you got that from the mystery box, you would get that loadout. That's going to be in Black Ops 6, which I'm so happy they've done this. And this is, yeah, we've been asking for this since Black Ops 3 basically. The progression in Black Ops 6 is going to be global across multiplayer and zombies, so there's going to be one unified level across the modes, which a lot of people probably like, but I liked Black Ops 3 having the separate prestiges, but I'm not going to sit here and say this is a bad thing. This is pretty good for a lot of people. And Treyarch have also said as well that they're going to be focusing exclusively on round-based zombies content throughout this year, which is just a huge dub. Fuck Outbreak. I hate that shit. And they just keep coming, man. I'm just sat here scrolling through Charlie Intel's Twitter. Apparently, there's going to be a thing as well where you can save and quit if you're a solo player. So if you're playing to get to round 100, you get to round 50, you need to pause to go to work or whatever, you can just pause, save and quit, and then come back at that time. Like, this is going to make high rounds so much more bearable, because the one thing, and the one reason actually why I've never gone for round 100 is it's unbearable to just sit there and play for that long, and there's no way to go back to it. With this, it makes it 10 times better. Thank God. Only thing with this, you have one save slot, so it's not like you can just play like 5 games and just save all 5. You only have the one, which I think is a reasonable thing, to be honest. And you can play zombies in either first or third person. Apparently, there's a toggle thing in game which can switch between views, and apparently third person will let you see omni movement in a different way. I don't really know what that's supposed to mean, but yeah, I think that's about everything for Black Ops 6 Zombies that I want to talk about today. It seems incredibly good. Like, there's a lot of positives here. There are a few negatives in my opinion. Like, I think the whole salvage system, I don't know how it works fully yet, but I preferred the simpler system of the OG zombies, but this isn't the kind of thing that I'm going to say is a bad thing. Like, the salvage system's fine. There are probably a few more things carrying over from Cold War Zombies into Black Ops 6 that I don't think are incredible, but Cold War overall was a solid zombies experience, and although things like the salvage system I didn't prefer to the original system, I don't hate it. I don't dislike it. It's fine. It's okay the way it is. So to hear all this extra positive stuff like the pausing and the saving and quitting and stuff being added into this game, I'm excited. I'm beyond excited, and I'm probably going to be making a lot more zombies videos this year because I'm going to be playing this a lot. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you're excited for Black Ops 6 Zombies, leave a like on this video, show your support down in the comments below, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.